What's up, fellas? Welcome back to another episode of Survymon with Survey. And in the last episode, I'll just show you what we did. We got this guy installed. Hello, sir, I'm a person. And that's all he says, and you can't bump into him. He's a solid object in the game. And you can't talk to him from here, but you can talk to him from here. You just click on the screen to talk to him. So we did NPCs last time. So what do I want to do this time? I want to add in a little pause menu. So in Pokemon, at least in the original games, you hit pause, the menu kind of pops up in this rectangle. Oh, come on. This rectangle like from here to here. You see my mouse like kind of on the edge? The advantage here is that we have this whole big screen, this whole container. So I kind of want to put the menu like here. And if we just have a little like menu button here to press, or you can press pause, maybe enter for start. That's how Pokemon is on a lot of emulators. But in any case, we're going to add in this menu button as the first means of pausing the game. So of course the game state goes to talking right here. We can have the game state be menu when you pause it, and then in the interval you won't be having the running controls. You'll have menu controls, which probably won't be much of anything. It'll just be buttons. So without further ado, basically when we build the screen and the player and the background on game setup, I believe this happens under is it document setup? It makes this guy a new game, which runs start game. I'm forgetting my flow here a little bit. Is it under base script? Oh no, that's just in it setup. Oh, here we go, menu functions. Okay. So let's go ahead and say build pause button. Or build menu button, I guess. But we'll call it pause button for now because it's going to open the pause menu. And then we'll say we just have to import that from game setup. Build pause button. Alright, so now we'll go to game setup and make the function. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go div maker. I already have div maker, right? Oh, it's the game one here. Alright, we'll import the regular div maker. Actually, I like that one better. So we'll go screen again, pause button. Oh, this is div maker. We need button maker. I think that's under buttons, yeah. Alright, well, import that. Button maker. Yeah, I forgot. Sometimes I do it where I just have like a element maker function, and then I have to input what type it is, but it is kind of better to make separate functions. You don't have to type as much. Alright, so what are the properties here? Parent ID, no ID. Same as the div. But then we're going to go color text, size, text color, on click. Alright, let's just go ahead and copy these and replace them with what they are so we don't forget. On game setup. So the width here, in terms of the screen, let's go like 20. Height of 10. Top of 90. Left of 100. It's going to be off screen a little bit. Color can be, let's go dark green. I don't know, I'm in a dark green kind of mood. We'll say menu. Size, we'll try 100, see how that looks. Adjust accordingly. Oops. It's just a good number to be able to divide. Text color, let's go black. Or I guess if it's dark green, we'll go white. That's gonna look weird. And the onClick is the function name. Okay. So we'll say open menu. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and make a new script called menu, or we'll call it pause menu. .js. Import show and find. That's a good starting point. Yeah, this doesn't work sometimes. Show and find. Alright, tell me in the comments if you know how to make that work all the time. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we'll say export let window equals this, and then window dot, because it's a button, it has to have this kind of weird window format here. Window dot, what did we call it just now? On the button, open menu. Open menu equals function. And then we're going to say, first of all, we're going to import current. Current from interval. And we're going to tell the interval that the game state is now a menu. Okay. And for now, it's not going to do anything but pause the game. Alright, so let's test what we have so far, because we got quite a bit. I think game setup, document setup maybe, interval. Is that it? Did we get everything? Game setup, menu functions. Okay. I think we saved everything we need to test this out. Alright, we'd have no button that we want. No error. That's so silly and fun. Alright, so we're definitely building the pause button. See where our logic is wrong. We're building the pause button, which is being imported from game setup. Should be happening here. Button maker. Pause button, all that stuff. Alright, so where is it, first of all? Why is it not here? We'll inspect, check here. It is a child of the screen. Okay, so we do have pause button. You just can't see it at all. Huh? Is its Z index too low? Why is it gone? Oh, because the overflow is hidden for the screen. Alright, so there's no reason to put this on inside the screen. We can actually just make it on the container, I guess. And then we're gonna have to know exactly what the dimensions are. So let me math that out real quick. Alright, so I got the screen dimensions here. I want to divide the width by about 5. Divide this by about 10. And the value here. Oh wait, so what was the width? I think this is the, hold on. top left. Okay. So this is the top value. It should be, if this height is 80 and this is 10, then the bottom is at 90 and this is 8, so the bottom should be in the same spot. Oops. So we're gonna want to put this at, I believe, 82. And this left here, if this was 40, the left was 30, the right edge is at 70. So we want that left edge at 70. Okay. Does this work? You guys can't see what I'm doing here. Alright, so I think these are the numbers I want. Let's go ahead and check if it worked. Oh, it did. The text is just too big. So let's go ahead and lower that size of that text a little bit to 50. We'll try. Probably still too big. Yep, just a little bit. We'll go 40. See how 40 looks. I'll just refresh that myself. Not bad. Alright, the position is still a little wonky. Also, I think on buttons we should automatically give it that nice border radius tweak thing. ns.border radius to make it look a little bit better. 5 pixels. Does that look good? It's a little, that's perfect for that. Alright, and then maybe we'll base it on the width or something. But the width is a percent, and this should be a set amount of pixels, so I don't know how we do that. Anyway, let's go ahead to game setup and shift it over just a little bit. 73. Yeah, that looks kind of arbitrary. Alright, I like it. Alright, right now it doesn't do anything, except it's supposed to set the game state. Of course, we got an error. Check what that is. If a menu is not defined. Oh, that's right. Because what we have to do here is basically come on to the base script again. And like we did with this, window import. Window as, and this is pause menu. From pause menu. And we're going to have a lot of menus and buttons in here. So let's go ahead and copy this. Window dot what was it? What was the function supposed to be called? From pause menu, open menu. Nice. Base script. Open menu is going to be the pm dot open menu. We can separate these so that we know that they're from different windows or different script files rather. But here we go. Look at that. Do we have any errors? Not anything other than the normal 4. And I'm pressing the buttons right now and I can't move. If I hold the button and then I hit menu, it pauses the game. So that's all it does for now. Let me think about what we're going to do next for a sec. Alright, so here on pause menu, whenever we pause the game, we're going to want to, I just copied this button maker for the pause button. For the dimensions here, we're going to want it a little bit wider, probably. Maybe a little bit shifted this way. And then we're going to want to make it a lot bigger, I think. About the size of the screen, but not quite. Let's go 70. Top here, about 10. Alright, we'll see how that looks. Oh, of course we gotta delete all this extra stuff. On the way to background color here, we'll make this light gray. See how it looks. It'll probably look pretty stupid at first. Did it not work? Looks like we got an error. Div maker's not defined. Oh, that's right. We ditched div maker in favor of button maker. Oh, actually, we just never imported it at all here. Import div maker. Okay, we should probably put div maker in useful, but we'll make that change later. Here we go. Got our menu. It's not really wide enough, so let's make it a little bit wider. It's pretty much in the perfect position though. Okay, let's go ahead and almost double the width. See how that looks. Beautiful. Alright, we'll go ahead and give it a border. Now, it's not called pause button. That would be silly, right? It's called pause menu. Border, let's do 5 pixels. White border, and then we'll do border radius again at 10 pixels. How does that look? Not bad, I like it so far. Okay. So let's go ahead and throw a title on this bad boy. This time the parent's going to be the pause menu, the child's going to be the title. We'll do 100 width, about 20 height, maybe actually only 10 height. Top of 0 with left of 0. We'll have it be transparent, and we'll have to import texture as well. Is texture in useful or document setup? I can't remember. Div maker, yeah, it's in there. Let's go ahead and say texture, pause menu title. Make sure we copy it properly. Now the text is going to be menu. Again, kind of silly. And then we're going to have it be with actual other ones, color and size, I think. Size and color. Okay, good thing I checked. Size of about 50. Color, let's go black. We'll go white. See how that looks. Probably look kind of bad. Menu, it's fine for now. Okay. Now let's add our first menu subsection here for Pokemon. Okay. This is going to be cool. So it is going to replace, actually maybe we want a little pause icon to come up here. Let's go ahead and go to pixel art and make it. Should be really easy. Oh, here's our guy from before. So let's make our little pause icon. We'll go this. And then we'll do one here. And then we'll connect them. This. Erase. Someone just smacked my window. What the heck? There we go. Looks kind of funky. Funky bunch. Actually, we can keep this one up here. We'll tinker. I'll make it look better. I know I said it would be super quick, but I like to hyper focus whenever I'm drawing something. Okay. And then we'll make the little thing up here. Make it look a little bit better for what we're trying to go for. Is that fine? Okay. And then we're going to add a little bit of a, like this color, right? That seemed like the pause color to you guys. I'll make this a little bit lighter. Boop. Okay, and then once again we'll play the little shade game. Just make stuff a little bit lighter on the top to add that 3D illusion. And just a little bit darker on the bottom. Nope, not that much darker. Right there on the bottom. Cool. I feel like we need to add one more in between here. between the light and top. Right there. Just gonna fix it. Alright, that looks okay. Now, let's add like a little bit of shine on the top to really give it that illusion of 3D. Okay. And now we'll take this guy and copy it, because that's not a pause symbol. Like, what are you doing over here? This looks like it's paused now. And we will go ahead and make this one a little bit lighter because it's up here. So we'll do this like little light screen here. And we'll add a new layer. Oh, and we'll fill it. Boom. And then we'll just lower the opacity of this layer a bit. And this will just kind of lighten this one a little bit. We don't need much. That look legit? Okay. That looks pretty nice in 3D. So export this as a PNG, and it won't have all that layer stuff built in. So if you want to re-edit it later, you have to download it as a pixel file or something, so you can open it back on here. But in any case, let's pull that image up in our files, downloads, more TCG stuff. Go Servimon. Pull it into the images, and that's when we can rename it here to the pause icon. Oops. Hold on, I am going to need to edit it actually to get rid of this stupid white thing here. I didn't realize that would show up, but I should have figured. This white square. Alright, there we go. Wasn't too hard. I know it still looks a little bit silly in this sense, but I think it'll look better once we upload it. Or maybe we should make the outline black again. But let's see what it looks like in the actual game. So we get out of here. Whenever we open this pause menu here, we're also going to do something on the screen. We'll do it first. We'll do screen, pause icon. And we'll go 50, 50, 25, 25, kind of like we tried to do for the character, centered and half size, transparent. But more importantly, we need to import Imager. Imager also in document setup, I can't remember. And this will just be pause icon twice. Pause icon. Maybe we should write the Imager function so if it's undefined it just... Oh yeah, that looks stupid. Kinda still. Being so much lighter like that. Alright, let me fix it one more time. One more time. Alright, I got that looking as good as I want it to. Oh, other than the fact that it needs to have a better Z index. And pause icon. Style.z index is going to be probably 3. Sounds good so far. It's the top of the screen no matter what. Yep, it's going to cover up what's happening. And we got our menu over here. Now we hit menu again, it glitches all out. Shouldn't be doing that. In fact, we should probably get rid of the menu button when we pop the menu. And in fact, we should probably make this a little bit bigger if we are going to safe remove. Safe remove. And that's from useful, I think. Safe remove. Oops, that's not import. Safe remove the pause button. Is that what it's called? Okie dokie. Yes, okay. That looks a lot better. No errors, right? Yep. Only the normal 4. Okay. So that's our pause menu. Let's go ahead and expand on this a little bit. We want a button to pop up in the menu. So let's say function menu buttons. Alright, and we're going to kind of bring our menu buttons over here. Let menu buttons is object, or a list rather. Oops. It should be terminated like that. Okay, and then we're going to say class menu button is like this. Okay, so first off, we're gonna have the name. We could have an image. Yeah, we'll do, or for now, we'll just have name. We'll have name, and we'll basically have, well, the function will just be based on the index. So, it's gonna open this menu. And then inside the menu button, really we should have a menu section. Menu section. Yeah, and oh, actually instead of menu button, menu section. We'll have name. And what it's gonna open, I guess we'll have function. We'll have separate functions for each menu opening. So we'll call it action because we can't actually use the word function. Alright, this dot name is name, and sorry if this is confusing and stupid, I was kind of second guessing a little bit there. Action is action. Okay, so for our different menu sections, so our first one here is going to be we'll just say new menu section, Servimon. This is like your Pokemon. And the action is open Servimon, I guess. Does that make sense? Okay. For now, I think that's good. So whenever we open the menu, after we get to here, we'll do a for loop through our menu sections. Menu buttons. Sorry. Menu buttons dot length. Why is menu buttons a function? There we go. That was weird. So we'll do div maker every time this runs. Or we'll say let button equal menu buttons. Okay. Oh, it should be button maker rather. We'll make this on the pause menu. We'll make we'll say button button dot name plus button, or plus menu button in camel case. Alright, then we need the width and everything. Width is probably 100, height 10, top. Excuse me. Oh. Apologies there. Bad allergies this time of year. We'll say 10 plus 10 times I. And the left is 0. Now we get into the weird ones. What are they? Color, text, size, text color on click. Color, text, size, text color on click. Okay. So the color is going to be, this will do light blue. Text, we'll say the name, I guess. And then the size, 50, should work. And the last two. Text color on click. Text color will go black again. And the on click is going to be button dot action. You can set it accordingly. Open Servimon, okay. Function open Servimon. Yeah, we don't need this menu button function anymore because it's going to be different for everyone. That's kind of what I'm going for. Okay, and now we're going to say div maker screen Servimon window. We will go. Oh, also we'll do safe remove that pause icon to get it out of the way. And then we'll do 75, 12.5, 12.5. And we'll do like dark red, maroon. Will that work? Alright, let's see if that works out all good. Okay, we don't have any buttons popping up. What's the issue? Button maker is not defined. What? We never import button maker. Oh, okay. Oh, we need it from buttons. Import button maker. Important functions to have. Undefined. What? Alright, another error to help us out. Button is not defined. Window.open menu. Pause menu 38. Okay. That button, I thought I just defined it. Oh, it's because I defined it inside here. Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, I totally put the wrong. Wait, what? This is texter button.name, but oh. Yeah, I put all this stuff in the wrong place. Oh my god, silly me. Did you guys catch that? Oh, should have control X that. Alright, there we go. Well, that was stupid of me. Okay. Servimon, hooray! Okay, that looks terrible. Let me just fix the text size a little bit. Go 35. Alright, that's a better scale. And probably an error. Probably. Open Servimon is not defined. It's not? Servimon, did we spell something wrong? Probably. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Because it's a button function. What am I thinking? So we need to just go ahead and finish this, close the loop on base script here. Basically like this. Open Servimon. Open. Yeah, a lot of these menu window functions will be opening other menus and stuff. Alright, is everything happy now? Oh, that's weird. What happened here? Safe remove. Cannot read properties of null. Oh, our safe remove is written wrong. It's not so safe at all. Alright, let's go ahead and fix that. You guys are probably like, that's not how it works. This isn't supposed to be null. We haven't had to deal with null yet. That's when you try to find a element by its ID and there is no such element. Okay, I don't know what just happened here. Is this supposed to be another pause menu? What? Oh, I think I know. Yeah, we probably just messed up. It's gotta be this, yeah. Somehow we didn't change that one. I was like, it's opening another menu. That's not what it should be doing. Hooray! Okay, so that looks good. We'll keep tweaking and refining it here. Under pause menu still. So we'll go find Servimon window. Oops. Hit V instead of C. style dot z index is 3 again. Style dot border radius is 5 pixels. Border. We should just have like a borderer function that does all this for us. Well, maybe refine this later. We'll do 3 pixels solid. Brown? Brown look any good? I think brown is a weird color on CSS. Yeah, it's not really what we want. Sienna. Can we do sienna? Is that a color? Yeah. Okay. Mahogany. How do you spell mahogany? I can't tell if that did anything. Beige. Does that work? I want like a really dark brown. Let me pick a better color. Sorry, I'm OCDing this. CSS colors. This is a good little reference point. You can scroll through here. What do we want? And these are all being displayed with CSS, so you know it's accurate. Saddle brown could be. We could always just pick the hexadecimal code. Let's try saddle brown. Alright, whatever. That's as good as I'm gonna get. Okay. So now this menu's popped up. If we do it again, you know, it's gonna keep on making more of these. Where is it? It's probably under screen. Posma. Yeah, it's under screen here. And we got server one window out the wazoo. So we don't want that. We kind of want this button to disappear the same way. So basically, actually, let's say find. Let's say clear menu. Clear menu. And delete this. How do we just... No, I don't want that. How do I get it to not give me the suggestion? Okay. I should probably just write the function first. Like somebody that knows how to code. Clear menu. And this is going to basically say find pause menu dot inner HTML is nothing, but then we'll throw the title back on here just like this. Does that make sense? I do not ever remember my semicolons at this point. So this is going to clear the menu, which might be useful later. Yes, okay. But now we kind of need like a X button on this menu to take us back to the state we were at before, right? So let's go ahead and make that. Find, oh not find, but button maker. Servimon window. Oh, and then we'll say X button. Servimon window X button kind of thing. That's a bad name. It's gonna be 10 by 10 by 0 and 90. It's gonna be red with a text of just X, or we could do like something like that, and then we'll do text color of white, and then we'll do size, I think, of 20, pretty low. And what was the last one? On click, of course. On click is going to be close Servimon window Okay. And we'll do that. Window dot close servimon window equals function. Are we safe remove the servimon window? Servimon window. And then we're going to want to re-add. We'll do open menu again. But we don't need to make the title again. So we'll do in fact, clear menu. Yeah, we can just have this. Every time we open the menu, we'll clear the menu, which also makes the title. And then we'll do that. So all we have to do now here is open the menu again. Pretty good. What the? Oh, window.open menu. Yep. Because it's a window function now. Alright. Does that work? No. Now there's errors. What's the problem? I had a feeling it was in clear menu. Cannot set properties with null. Oh, because the menu doesn't exist yet. So we basically just have to clear it. Oops. Control X. Oh, we should delete it. So we'll clear it after we make it here. And then we'll delete it right here. Safe remove the menu. I know this is weird, but this is the best way I can think of to clear it. So we'll delete the menu. And then it remakes it. No. What's the issue now? So close. Close servimon window is not defined. Oh. That's because we gotta close the loop on base script. And close servimon window. I should probably make this open servimon window just to be consistent. And don't do the same mistake as last time, of course. Alright, slowly churning along through this. I know it's a tedious process. Testing all your stuff out. What's the problem now? Oh. No. Duh. This and this. Okay. Menu, servimon, X. Sweet. Sweet, and it pops up over the pause menu, so you don't have to worry about removing the pause button. Oh, actually, no, it removes. Yeah, so the pause button comes up when we open the menu, so that's a double fix there. Okay, this is our weird X button. Wait, isn't that supposed to be white? Did I mess something up here? Buttons, color, text, size, text, color, on click. Color, text. Oh, I think I switched size and text color. Yep. So this should be 20 and this should be white. It's funny how it still displays mostly good. Size was still pretty much what I wanted it to be. Oh, yeah, now it's too big. Oh, you guys couldn't see what I did. I switched these two. So 20 is too big. Let's try 15. Oops, don't do that. Do this. Alright, I like that. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Okay, the only thing we need now is a close menu button here. So let's go ahead and put that when we open the menu. We'll make the close menu button. It's basically this, except it's got a top of 90 instead of this jargon. It can be like pink and white, and it'll say close or resume, I guess. And then we'll say close menu. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's just go ahead and make it. It's got to be a window dot kind of formatted kind of type thing, kind of type beat. Dot close menu. This function. Safe remove the pause icon. No, yeah, we do want to do that actually. And what else? So we're going to kind of reverse everything we did in the open menu. Current.game state is running. Alright, and then safe remove the menu as well. Pause menu. And is that it? Is that all we have to do? That'll pretty much set us straight. Oh, didn't make it the way we wanted it because we typed something in wrong like an idiot. Button is not defined. Oh, here we go. Close menu button, right? Easy fix. Okay. Oh, and let's close that loop on the base script. I think I can predict that error. Close menu. Bada bang, bada boom. And let's try our best to remember to semicolon stuff. Just for sanity and good practice. Alright, the only problem is it didn't remake the menu button. I believe it was under game setup. Yeah, so I think we can just import that. Import build pause button. And I think that will pretty much do it. Actually, we'll make this window look a little bit better. Close the window. Build pause button. So we can repause it after we unpause it. Pause the game. Resume the game. Didn't work. Oh. Oopsies. Uh-oh. Didn't work, but why? Build pause button is getting run. One more time. It's not getting built, or build pause button is under game setup. Container pause button. Open menu. Yeah, what? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna run a little debug here. See what's going on. This is one of the last things I'm trying to do. HH. It only runs once. HH. HH. Okay. So apparently build pause button is not getting ran the second time. Pause menu. But we are removing the pause menu in the SurveyMon window. Huh? Oh, what just happened? Let me just show this. Oh, we put in the wrong spot. That's closed SurveyMon window. And it should be under close menu. Derp, derp, derp. Oops. Call it a day? Yes. Perfect. So it puts the menu button right back so you can kind of pause, resume type thing. Nope. Okay, that was weird. When we tried to pause while next to him, it kind of, oops. It kind of hits both the buttons. So that's a bug we'll have to get to next time. But as long as you're pausing somewhere else, you can open up this thing. Let's just add a quick title to it. Same way we add the title here to the Survymon window before the button thing. Okay, let's say it's going to be Survymon window title. I know, interesting stuff. 10 is fine, probably. And take this whole thing, stick it there, and we'll say Survymon. And yeah, it can be white, probably. Make it 100. Nice and big. Alright. Oh, nope, too big. Too big. Sorry about that. 75. I want it pretty big, but obviously not extending beyond. That's pretty much good. Definitely tweak that a little bit. But essentially I want this to be a menu showing your party. Okay, and then there's going to be kind of 6 buttons here for each Pokemon. But we're not going to get into that just yet, or for each Survymon, technically. We're not going to get into that right now. I think that's going to do it for today. Where next time we're actually going to focus on making the Pokemon, and then they'll show up here in this menu, and then we'll be able to use them for battles. So my next goals. That's what you guys are waiting for, right? This is a Pokemon clone, essentially. So I hope you guys enjoyed and understood all that. All the different states of my menu here. And finally getting back to a running game. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment if you're confused or still need help or enjoyed something, I guess. And subscribe to stay tuned and have a good day.